Welcome to Slay the Stars, episode 28. Last time, the two of you said goodbye to Char's parents and Karina, and visited the hidden treasure room in Erith-Dal, the mountain palace of the old dwarven kings. You were attacked by a magical construct that didn't like other people touching the crown, and helped the dwarves identify some of the treasures within. You've asked to join a caravan heading north to Annenfell, and Toslane has agreed to send you along. She took you back into the new city to get bandaged up and supplied, and that is where we are picking up now. Zem, the doctors that she took you to were able to patch you up. We'll say full heal. You're fine.
Nice.
However, when
Okay.
Toslane asked them for extra supplies and stuff, they were very hesitant to give anything because they need it to help with the people who were also injured in the fight. So they did not have anything to spare.
That's fair.
Totally fair.
As you exit this hospital, for lack of a better word, Toslane says, well, I have some things to see to before the caravan's ready to go. They were actually not planning on leaving for a couple days. If you want to leave today, I need to get that done now. So if you'd like to spend some time in the market, resupplying, doing what you need to do, and then meeting up after dinner at the main gates.
That works. Where's a good place to go for dinner? Because...
Oh, well, there is a restaurant called Duncan's.
Okay.
Duncan is a good friend of mine. He makes the best chicken pot pie.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem, not a problem. I will see you all in a bit. Okay? The two of you are now in the market. What are you looking for? What do you need to buy or procure before this trip?
I want to see if I can find that vendor from before with the badge that I commissioned because, like, I don't think that's happening now.
Okay.
And I don't want to just, like, have them make something and then be not picking it up.
Okay. Roll me just a general perception check looking for this woman or wares that look like hers.
11.
Okay. You're glancing around. You don't see her place. You don't see her anywhere. There are a couple different blacksmiths here and there, but you don't happen upon that woman in particular.
Okay. I'm just looking around. I'm just killing time.
Okay. Char, anything you want in particular?
They're not really known for like magic, right? That's mostly like elves, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, what in particular magic-wise would you be looking for?
Either magic items or like a magic crafter.
Okay.
I don't know. Like maybe if they have like wands or something.
You roll me a perception check.
I hate this dice sometimes. I can't read it. 13, 14, 15, 21.
Okay. You wander around for a bit, taking in the sights of everything that's going on around you, and you don't see any magic stores. Nothing that jumps out at you as a magician's shop. However, you see a familiar person.
Oh no.
Standing off to the side, almost tucked in between two other stalls, trying to hide a bit. You see a small goblinoid figure.
Oh, you bitch.
And they don't have a stall necessarily set out. It's more like a blanket where they spread out a couple wares, but they can quickly scoop it up and run away with it if they need to. And you see Dale Swin out there. And every once in a while, somebody will walk past and they'll lean out and say, hey, you, come here. You want to see magic items?
God damn it. I thought I was prepared. I was not.
I want to try to sneak up behind them.
Okay.
I will deliberately walk towards them out front so that way, like, oh no.
Roll me a perception check.
No.
How bad?
3.
Okay. As you are starting to sneak up, Zamira, Dale looks over and sees Char and does, hey, you, hey, oh, I know you. And then you like trip over a pot or something that's behind them and they're like, what are you doing? You care to attack me? You sent the guards after me last time.
I'm not here to attack you.
What do you want?
What are you doing here? Who are you?
I sell, what does it look like? I sell things. I'm a merchant.
I'm curious how you had information on things previously unknown to literally all others.
I didn't. I heard that there was a treasure room and I just broke in. What does it sound like?
Shush.
I'm sorry. I heard there was a treasure room and I broke in. That's all. That's all I do.
That's all you do, eh?
Yeah, I sell things.
Huh.
All right, let's see what you got.
To buy, or are you going to rob me?
Good to know people that can get things.
So what? Now we're friends?
I
No.
didn't call you a friend. I said I knew who you were. Dale Swin.
I don't like that. And they straighten out some of the stuff that they had begun picking up. You look down and you see some like little trinkets, some necklaces, some bracelets, weird totems almost, some bottles with different colored liquids inside.
Tell me about these bottles with the liquid inside.
They're magic potions.
What do they do?
Oh, well, and they pull out a red one and they're like, this is a healing potion. And this green one right here is poison. And this blue one, this is also poison, but it poisons people's magical abilities.
I'm sorry, run that last one by me again.
Yeah. So if somebody who can do magic drinks this one, it does bad things to them.
You said that was what color?
Blue.
Keeping that in my notes for later.
Where did you get that?
Doesn't matter where I got it.
I want to know where to stay. I'm curious.
Wow, me too. I just found it.
Char's gonna pop detect magic, so he's gonna have that up. Are all of them magical?
They're giving off magical effects, yeah.
I'm gonna just take a quick sweep of everything to make sure if everything is magical or there's a couple here and there that's not.
Yeah, I mean, all the potions definitely are magical. Some of the trinkets are, some of them aren't. You have to point out one individually for me to... Are you looking at anything in particular?
I mean, I'm now looking at the potion.
Okay, yeah, I mean, all the potions are magical.
What's this ring here?
Oh, that ring is super special. It lets you be invisible once a day. Like me. Only I can do it all the time.
Invisible.
Mm-hmm.
How much you asking for this invisible ring? Invisibility ring? Ring of invisibility.
150 gold.
I put it down. What about this ring?
Oh. That ring. Well, that one acts as almost like a shield over your whole body. It makes you a little more dexterous and deft.
And how much you asking for this?
Oh, that's quite expensive. That one's 200.
They are both magical, yes?
Yeah, they're both
Okay,
magical.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to put it down. What about this necklace?
That necklace is also very special. If you can do magic, it makes your spells more powerful.
More better.
Mm-hmm. I don't know exactly what it does. The person I still procured it from didn't give me more information.
Imagine that. And how much you asking for this one?
I mean, I don't know what it does, but if it makes magic more powerful, it's probably very, very expensive. 300 gold.
Okay. And how much is it worth that we keep our silence about what you have here and how you procure your items?
I will stab you. No, it's not
How's her hand
even-
doing?
You ask about their hand, and they look down, and they're like, "You son of a bitch." 400 gold. Did I say 3? I meant 400.
So it's worth 400 gold for us to keep our silence. I will take this, and I will take this.
Come here.
This is not how you haggle. Don't threaten me.
Char's gonna kneel down. Give me your hand. He pulled out a healing kit.
They're not sure of you. They hold out their hand towards you.
He's gonna patch it up. Patch it up.
You're being nice and you're playing good cop and you're patching him up. And I, in the meantime, I'm like, listen, little man, we can literally pick you up and throw you like a sack of potatoes.
We can't both be bad cop.
But I'm just mumbling it under my breath as I'm like inspecting the different things.
Dale hears you, and they're like, "Oh, actually, I don't do the whole gender binary thing. I'm actually fluid. I prefer they, them.
Listen,
So if you're going to threaten me, use the correct pronouns."
little goblin, I can still throw you like a pack. Nope, like a bag of potatoes.
A singular packet of potato chips.
I could do that too.
I'm just imagining Zem, like Olympic, like spin tossing a bag of potatoes.
I know, right? Because I probably couldn't actually throw a bag of potatoes very far, but I'm very confident while I'm delivering this insult.
Dale takes their hand back, notices that you've bandaged them up. That will be one use of your healer's kit. And they're like, "All right, tell you what. I'll give you a slight discount. But I have to make money too."
It's all profit.
"Yeah, except for I end up in jail pretty frequently. I have to bribe people to get out all the time thanks to people like you."
That is not my problem.
How did you get in there, by the way?
"Oh, it's just invisible. I just walked in. People don't expect invisible people.
That is a fair point.
Most people don't even bother looking for what's there, let alone what isn't there."
Yeah, they're right.
Tell you what, you've been really nice. I'm going to give you, I'll give you a 10% discount on anything you want to buy.
The funny thing is, I don't think we can afford that anyway.
You can a little bit.
If we want to spend everything we have.
The potions aren't as expensive.
What are they at? What's the price on each?
I was selling them for 50 each. I'll give you 45 per each one. If you buy 2, I'll give them to you for 80 total.
Yeah. I'll take the healing potion and the magic poison potion.
All right. They hand you 1 red and 1 blue potion.
That's platinum, by the way.
You hand them platinum, and they're just like, apparently I'm not the only one who has some sticky fingers around here.
How about some information? What's that worth?
Like you selling me information?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on what it is.
Potential new magic items coming into town?
I'd need to hear the information first.
That's not how this works.
If you throw in that other potion and keep the discount on the other items, I'll tell you.
Lifetime discount.
I'll give you half off the other potion. And then, if I think the rest of the information is worth it, we'll talk about discount on other items.
I'm not the negotiator.
I mean, I went with strong arming. So like timeout. We don't have the funds to purchase anything else, so I'm not I'm done negotiating because it doesn't matter.
I'm just trying to get the other potion.
You could use the potion in your injector dagger.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware of that.
I forgot that existed.
Give us the potion for free. And then whatever items you pick up off of the people that we tell you about, we just take a residual percentage and we'll know what items are missing from them.
Oh, no. If I give you this potion for free, anything I steal later, procure, that's mine.
I accept your offer.
Was I bamboozled? They're like, whatever. They throw the poison over to you. All right, tell me.
I'll explain that there's the Stellium mages coming in tomorrow. They're all going to be going towards the vault at a certain time, escorted. Most of them will probably have magic items on them, and they'll also be escorting all the magic items from the room out of there as well.
There's going to be students there, you say. Students are stupid and easy to steal from.
Yes, they are.
All right. Bet.
No. Cheers. Thanks you for the potion.
All right. Well,
Check, check, check.
now be on your way. I need to sell more stuff. Get out of here.
I have one more question.
Yes.
Where did you get those shoes?
Actually, there's an artisan who makes them. Not here, though.
Like, you're not telling me here, or they don't exist here?
I mean, they make them where I'm from. Where I'm from, we don't really want people to know where that is, you know?
Do they ever leave? Do they ever come out this way?
Nah, most of my people, they, I mean, how many goblins have you guys seen?
Like, none.
Exactly.
But, like, okay, so here's something to consider. Like, anyone can steal something from somebody and, like, give it to someone else. Like, this stuff, relatively common, right? Like, it's nice stuff, don't get me wrong, but, like, why don't you procure some of the items from where you're from that people never see and then sell that out here? You'd make a mint.
That's a good idea.
Like the tea?
Yeah,
I'll think about it.
I'm just saying, expand your horizons.
My people, they don't really trust you service dwellers very much because of all the terrible atrocities you've committed against us in the past, but maybe.
Yeah, I can't really deny that.
I'll think about it.
There's a goblin out in the wild later. Son of a bitch! I made that!
It's a good idea. Thank you.
And as long as you don't target very powerful people, you can always steal it back and try to resell it later. Char walks away.
I like how you think.
It just keeps walking in waves.
Our heroes go to the restaurant that Toslane informed them about.
You walk in. There's actually like a host there. This is a for real restaurant, not just a random inn and tavern. You're escorted in. You get a nice little table. There's a little candle. You see people around. Like, there's some people having family dinner. Some people look like they're on dates. Not as busy as it probably was prior to everybody getting butchered yesterday, but this is a nice place. Gives off that, like, homey vibe.
I like food.
Yeah. The waiter comes over, takes your order, gets your drink order. Is there anything you guys want to discuss at dinner?
I'm gonna tell you about more about the book.
The blood one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in very hushed tones. So I'm going to like lean in and play into the whole atmosphere thing like we're on a date. So I'm just like hushed talking to you and telling you how like you knew that I was taunting, but like here's the words exchanged and they want us to go there to give them their book back, except they also said they were going to find us.
So,
and
if we return the books, would we get out of that?
I mean, like, I don't know. If they're tracking anything, they're tracking the books. I mean, we just friggin' let them go.
That is a very good point. But then they would have the books back.
I feel like maybe we bring them to the elves and then let the elves decide.
Oh, I'm sure they'll love that.
They're fine.
So, wait. So the orcs have sleeper agents, like, in the Empire?
Yeah. Look, I don't really... I mean, they're orcs.
Don't you dare.
I mean, how do you know?
Because he's one of the reasons the war didn't happen continually.
But how do you know?
Zem is a war hero.
Okay. Okay. I like put my hands up like, okay.
Go on.
Just so like even if he wasn't, there's like he might know stuff
True.
and not realize that his knowledge is useful now because maybe he doesn't know this is going on. Maybe like right now. Maybe he thought it was over.
I mean, maybe. But he's pretty much been at the garden during most of this post the war. There was only one person that I could ever think of that probably could beat him.
But you know that they get information there.
Yeah, they do.
I'm wondering if we get our hands on some paper birds.
We could. I don't necessarily. And then, like, it occurs to Char that, like, Albus sent a bird with blood. Wait. I don't know if everything's okay.
We don't know. We don't know what happened. I can't imagine that was good for Albus. I don't know about anyone else. What do you want to do?
Char just has to sit and think for a minute. Do you think we can play the orcs?
In what way?
See if they have a spy at the garden. We'll hand deliver the notebooks.
We can try, but they know now that they're in the hands of other. So we're going to have to be very careful about what we say.
When we were walking around, there wasn't any paper birds anywhere around in like the stalls or shops, right?
You weren't looking for them specifically, but you didn't see any magic stores, so that would lead you to believe probably no paper birds. Toslane might be able to help you find something like that, though. It's also a new day. You could ask Rafe.
I'm literally writing a thing right now.
I already knew. Like, Char will see you thinking, are you messaging him?
I'm putting it together. I haven't yet. Why?
Are you asking if Reg was okay? Or do you want me to do it first?
Oh, yeah, Reg.
Yeah. Char's going to sit and pause for a minute. Ready? Here we go.
All right, Char, send your message.
Okay. I hope Reg is okay. Getting ready to head north. Info on treasure trove and Mor'Bhaile if desired. Toslane knows of us. Hope she's trustworthy.
But didn't you say that already?
I'm specifically saying that she knows of us, like Char and Zem.
Okay.
The
He
other one
responds
was.
back. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
He says, I'm glad to hear you're okay. When I received word, I was concerned. Reg turned around to make sure you were okay. Apparently, he hasn't found you yet.
Everybody, we like dies.
You are the kiss of death.
Char's going to explain to Zem what he sent and what he sent back.
Okay.
Sorry, what I was saying was basically that because Toslin knows of us, if there is a leak, it's because of her, is basically what he said that for.
Okay. So my message says, headed to Annenfell tomorrow, Dwarvish convoy. Secret treasure found with ancient guardian, located in old city. How's my hero? Miss you lots. Visit me soon. It's like, visit me soon? Also, the how's my hero was meant for Reg, but I'm letting him take it however he wants.
Inference!
Oh, there's a lot to be gleaned by how he takes that, too. Zem, it takes a while for a response to come back. And for a moment, you're like, I pushed too hard. I pushed too hard and he's not going
I went
to
too
respond.
far.
I went too far. He's over my nonsense. And then a message comes through and he says, I'm your hero now, am I? Unless you meant Reg. He was coming back to save you. I'll call him back. You are far away, dear.
And I'm just like,
You good?
yeah, I'm fine. And there's this flush crawling up my face.
Can we get some more water? Thank you.
They bring you some water. They actually have ice here.
Whoa.
Ice water.
Fancy.
Wouldn't have expected that from a pot pie place.
Yeah. And the pot pie is delicious. It is wonderful. Everything Toslane said that it would be. Eventually, well, that whole meal, we'll say, costs a gold piece. So somebody deduct that, unless you're going to drop Toslane's name to try to get a discount.
Nope, because I didn't think of it before.
All right. Fair enough. You eat your food and you head back towards the main gate. And as promised, at the gate is Toslane there. You see a caravan with 4 people who are getting ready to make the trek north. There is a large covered wagon there being pulled by 2 horses. They look to be like big Clydesdale type horses.
Ratio.
Drop a carrot for my homie.
Toslane sees the 2 of you and she's like, all right, you made it. Did you go to Duncan's?
It was just as good as you said it was.
I told you. Did you tell them my name?
No.
Oh, you would have gotten a discount.
Well, next time we're in town, we'll
I'm
do
sorry.
that.
I should have told you.
It's all good.
Well,
Char just kicks the dirt in the back.
Damn it.
I got the caravan together. Again, thank you. She turns to them. Thank you so much for agreeing to leave early. The extra payment I made sure was in each of your wallets. These are the 2 mercenaries that I hired to help you. They're meant to look a little inconspicuous, and the 4 people are just sort of like, "Yep, all right."
Char slides you a dart.
Stabs me with it.
All right.
God damn it. Whew.
So, Toslane says, these are the 4 people you'll be traveling with. This is Dria, Dria. This is Cadrix. This is Zuvi. This is Nora. They are representatives from Mor'Bhaile. They're going to try to seek counsel with the leadership in Annenfell, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could help them, if at all possible.
We'll do what we can.
Mm-hmm.
What names would you like them to call you?
I'm going to give everyone a handshake. V.
Oh, okay. They'll shake your hand.
Yeah, Veef. Sorry, probably my mouth is just stupid.
Okay.
I gave a name earlier and I can't remember what I gave. I was just going to be consistent.
It's true,
right.
but it's on brand for Zem to forget what she had already told them and then make up a different name.
It's on brand A.
Yeah.
You can call me Brandy.
Is that what we're going with?
It's on brand.
Did you just usual suspects your name?
Maybe.
Toslane just nods and says, okay, this is Veef and this is Brandy. Please, all of you, be careful. Is there anything else you need before I see you off?
I'm gonna hand her a letter. If you could see to give this to the headmaster, I would really appreciate that. And if you could do this when you're alone with the headmaster, that would also be much appreciated. But please make sure it only goes to the headmaster.
Certainly, I will make sure that it is directly in her hands, but I can't promise I'll be alone with her. Somebody might see. Would you rather me, if I can't be alone, give it to her while she's around other people, or not give it to her at all?
Well, there's nothing identifying on the outside of it, so you can give it to her, but preferably when she's alone.
Absolutely.
And I just want to also, before we leave your presence, echo my concerns about a certain individual on their way here. Take everything they say with a grain of salt.
Or just a whole ass salt lick.
I might not be correct in my suspicion, and I really hope that I'm wrong, but I have my doubts. Just keep watch.
I will. I will be incredibly wary of that individual. Thank you.
Thank you for your hospitality, your kindness, your generosity, understanding.
Yes.
Sarah's just behind her, just shaking his head, yes. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, well, go in case they show up early. That would be unfortunate.
It would be unfortunate. I'm going to jump into the wagon.
Is everybody in the wagon, or are there some people walking? Like, what's the...
So as you both start climbing up into the wagon, you see that 3 of the dwarves climb into the back of the wagon with you, and one of them, Drea, sits up front to drive the wagon.
Okay.
Toslane watches you go. You begin to ride out of Mor'Bhaile, and it's quiet for the first 30, 40 minutes or so while you're still close to the city. You're riding on this road that goes right along the river, heading north. And then eventually, Cadrix speaks up and says, "Would it bother any of you if I played my flute?"
No.
All right. And he takes out his flute, starts playing a little tune to pass the time. Is there anything you all are doing during the ride?
I have something that I want to do. So the weapon that I picked up before, I have something that I want to do to it before I give it as a gift. I'm going to carve into it. So I'm going to get out, like, I don't remember what I used to carve my knuckle bones.
I think you just used your dagger.
Okay, so then I'll take my dagger out and I'll, like, do my best to whittle. And I have a symbol that I created. I have a new The Whole Names Have Power video that we created.
A sigil?
Holy crap, yes. I have a
Okay.
sigil that I created. And I'll show you, and then we can post it. It looks like this. And it's both of our names together. And then I'm also going to carve in stronger together. And that's what that means. We're stronger together. So I'm going to spend my time trying to carve that as neatly as I can.
I'm not going to have you roll for this because I want it to be really nice. And I'm scared.
You can have me roll to see if I cut my fingers.
How much damage did you take? A lot,
Roll
but it's fine.
Roll me a dex check. I'm just curious.
A dex check. That is a 7.
All right. Zem, you are trying so hard. The wagon is rocking a bit. And you're trying really hard to whittle, which is not necessarily in your wheelhouse of skills. But you're doing a good job. It's coming out, but you keep every once in a while stabbing into your own hand and you hit like a bump. And let's say you take like 2 points of damage in total from stabbing your hand.
Every time that happens, I curse. Some sort of curse in Dwarvish.
Every time you do it, you hear the other dwarves that are in the back, Nora and Zuvi. They're sitting together, and the two of them are talking back and forth in Dwarvish, and they start like laughing a little bit, not in like a mean way, but just like, all right.
I'm going to sit up front if there's room with the driver.
Yeah, there's room.
Every once in a while, I'll start making fun of her. Bump. But I would like to try to keep an eye out for anything, especially if some zombie bullshit's going to attack us.
Okay. you all left pretty late, so you only have maybe 2.5 hours of solid travel to be able to do tonight before it gets dark. So roll me a perception check. Actually, just make it survival.
That's a 6, 9, 15.
All right. 15. Char, you notice that there are birds here. You can hear them.
Trauma.
And every once in a while you see a squirrel running past.
More trauma.
A little bunny rabbit hops along.
But it's the owl. The great white owl.
We're back for revenge.
Yeah, there seems to be more life here.
Is Cadrix playing a song that I would recognize, or are these more dwarvish in nature?
They seem to be more dwarvish in nature. The songs, rather than having this like lilting, happy, dance-like melody that you're used to hearing songs played in Saltspire, the song has more like power behind it. A little bit of sadness, but still comforting in an odd way. But eventually, starts to get dark. You find a decent place to stop for the night. Char, you make the recommendation. You all pull the wagon off the side of the road. It's a huge wagon. You're not going to be able to obscure it, not anywhere around here. So you're just pulled over. You start making camp for the night. Cadrix stops playing and says, I'll cook something for us.
How the hell big is 30 feet?
It's pretty big.
I mean, like, I can get us all in 30 feet. Like, the whole...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna set alarm.
Okay. You set the alarm spell, and Cadrix is making the food, but Zuvi and Nora come walking over to you, and they're like, is she doing magic?
Char's going to just try to be stupid. What do you mean?
She's like walking the perimeter, and she's muttering to herself.
She might just be crazy. And he kind of walks off. He's going to go get more firewood.
They look at each other like, maybe she is crazy. We did see her like stabbing her own hand in that cart. We don't know what she's up to. Char, what exactly are you doing? Well,
I'm getting firewood.
Okay.
Because I feel like I feel very out of the loop, and I'm very bad at lying. So it's just like, I'm going to eliminate myself from the the equation.
I hope that's within 30-foot radius.
Would Amara set off alarm? I don't think she would, actually. Not in this form. But it doesn't matter. Because, Char, you are out getting firewood, which is normally a really good time for Amara to show up and talk to you.
Oh, sorry. I can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm, so I'm doing that for everyone.
Okay. She doesn't show up. You don't feel her presence. Not in like a, she's left me, but in like a, she's not here sort of way. It's weird. You would have expected her to be here after everything that happened.
Char's going to maybe keep a closer eye off on the darkness at this point, because that seems a little odd.
Roll me a perception check of the darkness.
What stares back? Your face.
Zem stares back.
Guff.
You rang?
Perception. 18.
Char, you look into the darkness, expecting to see your patron somewhere, anywhere. Finding nothing. A lot of nothing. You see really well in the dark. And this dark feels oppressive. You don't feel comfortable here by yourself any longer. And you're not sure if it's because your imagination is playing tricks on you or if you're feeling a little off because you were hoping to speak with Amara today, but it just doesn't feel right and it makes you want to go back to the group.
Okay. I'll slowly back away. I don't know. Maybe she's crazy. Takes firewood and is staring off at the distance, backing towards the camp.
You get back. Cadrix is finishing up food. Zem, you come back from casting your alarm spell. And all of the dwarves are looking at the two of you strangely now.
Do I have something in my teeth?
No, you're good.
Drea, who seems to be maybe not necessarily the leader of the group, but the person who's most outspoken, looks at the two of you and is like, well, why don't you come sit down near the fire with us?
Like I was gonna, but this is creepy. Why? What's happening right now?
No, we want to get to know you better.
Insight check. I'm sorry, something's up.
Yeah, go ahead.
11.
She just seems a little scared of the two of you.
Oh, that's fair. Char just kind of strolls over.
Okay. And she says, well, tell us about, I mean, you're mercenaries, right? I'm sorry, most of the people that I've heard of who are mercenaries are not good people, so...
Thank you.
You took like a whole ride with us and you were fine.
Well, I mean, I was driving, and the others were too nervous to ask.
Char just like, I was sitting next to you the whole time.
You didn't talk to her.
I'm sorry.
This is as good a time at present. Just, you know?
Okay, so what are your questions? Like, how can we put you at ease?
What kind of I don't deal with mercenaries a lot. What are you the kind that's hired to kill people? Like
They hire people to kill people. That's a different word, I think.
I think it's all the same. I don't know.
No, we're not that kind of mercenaries.
Any of the lives that have been lost have been purely from a, what's the word I'm looking for, self-preservation standpoint. It was self-defense. But I'm not going to lie to you. There have been lives that have been forfeit.
That is both comforting and terrifying.
We were there during the attack. We survived.
Oh.
So we might not have been anybody's first choice, but we survived and we proved ourselves capable.
So you were there to help during the attack?
Yes.
Oh, that already makes me feel a lot better. Zuvi and Nora had me kind of worked up, I'm sorry. And those two are sort of looking at each other like, don't tell a secret. And she's like, they think that your friend's a witch.
I'm going to get this like slow.
Char just goes, which one?
Like, you know when you're attracted to somebody and your eyes twinkle? I'm going to get this slow grin and
Like in
like
a
a
cartoon?
twinkle in my eye. Yeah, where I'm like,
So, your friend is a witch?
Witches exist?
I'm going to minor illusion around around the fire, like flowers popping up.
So that's a yes. Okay. I thought it was weird that you would be like a regular mercenary because you don't have a sword and you're a very small girl.
So what I want to do is call like the witch bolt just to my fingers without casting anything. So there's just like I'm imagining like arcs of light like going between my fingers and just say like, there's more to me than meets the eye.
All right, that is.
So when she does
good.
that, I'll have the flames change color to like green, blue, and yellow and like flicker for a minute.
Oh, you're both witches.
No, I'm going to make it look like she did that.
Oh, just the one. Roll me a sleight of hand check, Char.
Oh, yeah. 20, dirty.
Yeah. She's like, oh, you seem like a very powerful witch.
It's not something that I advertise. I'm very skilled. I went to the school and I learned a few things. And then I fell in with the wrong crowd, and then I've been trying to get out of that crowd ever since. And here I am.
You just see the look on Char's face. It's like, why are we telling the?
I mean, it's not really true. Like, it's the opposite. Like, I started in the wrong crowd.
She's like, oh, that's fair. I just where we're from, people who do magic and witches and stuff aren't always super welcome. So I think, like, I understand that people do magic for all different reasons, but some of us are just a little scared.
I understand.
Are you originally from Mor'Bhaile?
Oh yes.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, we're hoping that if we can ask the elves for help, maybe they'll know something. Or we can at least find out what's happening with them, because they haven't been accepting visitors. We haven't heard any news from them in 6 months, maybe?
Okay, so then I'm assuming my carving is done.
Yeah, you finished that up pretty quickly. Cadrix eventually serves food to everybody. Just a regular stew that you would make on the road. It's fine. It's good.
This is really good. Thanks, Cadrix.
Mhm.
Oh, you're welcome.
What was the song you were playing earlier? It was pretty.
Oh, I don't necessarily play songs just that are already written. I play what's in my heart.
Oh, that was like kind of made up then?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Oh, well. Didn't have a lot to do when I was a kid.
Huh. I was going to see if you could teach me the words, but that's really cool.
You're welcome to make some up.
Oh, I don't know if I'm talented enough for that.
We have a lot of traveling to do. You're welcome to make up some words to some of my songs and sing along.
Well, maybe I will.
Flute your primary instrument?
Oh yeah. Not too handy with the rest of the stuff. I'm not really a bard.
I mean, I've met a few bards. I think you're fine.
Well, thank you. I thought about being a bard for a while, but my parents decided that was not the way for me to go, so here I am, working for the bureaucracy.
So, what do you guys kind of do? We're kind of in the dark here. Gestures around them.
Yeah. Drea says, we are all messengers. We have different skill sets, different people that we're here to go see.
So, have you done a lot of traveling, or do you guys travel together, or are you like on a rotating thing?
Oh, yeah, I mean, we do. We travel together pretty frequently. I travel with Zuvi and Nora quite a bit. But, lately it's been more difficult to get out to, try to see the elves or to head south just because of how dangerous it's been.
You guys ever been down south towards like the Bellwood? Anything down there that far?
Oh no, they don't. There's not much to be done there. The Bellwood people, they don't really accept messengers. They like to be left alone. Char, what's your passive perception?
16.
It's about this time, and Dria's going on talking about all the different places she's been. She's been almost all over this continent. You hear the wind in the trees. It starts to pick up. You tilt your head up and look out, and Char, you just see a shadow shift through the branches about maybe 40 feet from you.
He's going to stand up, hit Zem on the shoulder, give you advantage on the next initiative roll. And just to the group, just out of curiosity, does any of you have combat experience?
Drew's like, no, not really. We don't. And as she's saying that, this tendril of blackness that you all didn't notice creeping across the ground has wrapped itself around Nora's foot. And she gets yanked from where she's sitting, dragged backwards. She's screaming at the top of her lungs. And that's where we're going to pick up next time.
What? No.
You.
No. God damn it. Because
Fuck you.
I just wanted to give him his friggin' sword.
Nora's like, and Zem's like, I made this for you.
No, like I had wanted to do it before, and then I felt it, and I was like, okay, it's gonna have to be like I throw it at you mid fucking combat, because like.
How's it going? I don't know.
That's why I asked if it was like I wanted to like have dinner. They're asking us questions, and let me just go like, here you go, and then whatever. It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
No,
No
you're
need.
not. No, you're not. Don't lie.
Alrighty, we got a quick promo today. It's going to be for Tale of the Manticore. You can find them on Twitter at Manticore Tale. That's at ManticoreTale. That's on Twitter. They also have taleofthemanticore.podbean.com. You can find them there. It's a D&D podcast that is half solo actual play and half story. I'm going to let their promo speak for itself. And without further ado,
are you looking for a D&D podcast with a dark side? Something more like Game of Thrones and less like Monty Python? Tale of the Manticore is part dark fantasy audio drama, part solo D&D RPG. There's no plot armor here. The dice make all the important decisions. Join me as I resurrect the excitement, wonder, and emotion of old school D&D. Made for a mature audience, Tale of the Manticore is both a fiction and a game. It's the story where chaos rolls.
Our awesome intro music is brought to you by the one and only Isaac Vyers. Character designs by the lovely Cam Gonzalez. Produced by our very own Leah Hemrick. Graphics designer, the one, the only, the me, Jen Kearney. And last but not least, our audio engineer, Arthur Bellino. Thanks for listening.